Hi, I'm Randi Whitman, and I am in my beautiful studio Frog Temple in Chicago. And today we're going to do a 15-minute gentle Pilates class, kind of a great way to wind down at the end of the day. So we're going to start with a yoga block, or you can take a blanket, fold it over, or sit on a pillow. But I'm going to use this yoga block just to lift me a little bit off the mat. Helps to get you out of your hip flexors and give you just an easier way to sit upright without having to work so hard. So we're just going to start sitting in a comfortable position. Take your hands to your rib cage, right on the front of your ribs, spread your fingers out. And take a nice long breath in through your nose and allow your ribs to open up, to expand. So let's do that. Take a nice breath in through your nose, filling it up. And as you exhale out of your mouth, I want you to feel your ribs soften in the body. Feel like they could come together and squeeze all the air out. And do that again. So take a nice long breath in through your nose. And then just open your mouth to exhale and notice how these ribs move. They move, actually, so they're not just stuck where they are. So take your hands to the sides of your ribs and find that same expanding. Let your ribs expand side to side and front to back. Big breath in. And as you exhale, feel those ribs come together. Again, like you're just squeezing out every last bit of air. And one more time, inhale, wide breathing, side to side, front to back. Opening your mouth to exhale, let everything just soften, feel the ribs melt into the body. Then we're going to let your arms rest at your sides, roll your shoulders up and back and down, and do that a couple times. Trying to put your arms into a nice position on the back of your body. Right, so instead of, we do shoulder rolls forward also, but instead of ending that way with the arms living off the front of the body, I want you to end with them on the back of your body, right? One more time, up and back and down. And then take one hand to your sternum, right here. Feel these bones and take another breath in and let all this expand. Inhale, fill up your sternum. And then exhale like you have a heavy sack of flour just resting right here on your sternum. Let all that soften with your exhale. And you'll find that that releases a lot of tension in your face, in the muscles of your neck and face. And again, take a big breath in. Feeling that heavy sack of flour on your sternum. Feeling the ribs narrow and relaxing your legs in your hip joints. So you're going to take your arms out and up all the way. That's a big breath in. And on your exhale, allow those arms just to drip down like candle wax dripping down the side of a candle. Do that again. Inhale, take it up. And then effortlessly let your arms just drip down. And one more time. And as you do this, I want you to feel your ribs expand the way we just talked about, widening them, separating them. Exhaling, feel the ribs narrow, feel the sternum soften, and everything just kind of melts in your body. And then take your left hand to the mat. You're going to take your right arm up and over, lifting your rib cage up off your hip. Find some space there. And then come back, going over to the other side, resting on your hand, lifting those ribs off your hip. And come back, the cartwheel over to the other side. Breathing as you move, and come back and over to the other side. And come back. And then we'll do a little rotation. So just open your arms to the side, take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to one side, keeping your hips still, but turning your spine. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the other side. And again, so a big breath in here in the middle. Exhale as you rotate, keeping that opposite hip grounded. back to the middle, breath in, and exhale to the other side. And come back to center and just rest your arms down. So we're going to come off the yoga block, set that aside, and turn to the side of your mat. Walk your feet out a little bit so there's a lot of space behind the knee. You're going to hold on to your hamstrings. Lift yourself up nice and tall with a big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to curl back slowly into your C curve. Inhale, pull on your hamstrings, open up the front body, and exhale, slowly coming back to the mat. And do that again. Maybe you could let go of the legs, work a little bit more in the core. And again, inhale up. So we're slowly easing our way into doing some core work, right? And again, inhale, sit up tall. We're going to go all the way back to the shoulder blades. One more time, coming back up. Again, you can always hold on and lay all the way down till your head touches the mat, but we're going back up. Now this time, a little bit of a twist. So take your right arm back and reach back. Come back to center. Other side, reach back. So now we start to work the obliques and rotation of your spine with breath, right? So we always move with the breath. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale to twist. Come back to the center, and we'll lay all the way back down till your head is on the mat. Okay, so walk your feet a little closer to you with your arms at your sides. Just let your knees rock a little back and forth. Keep it going, side to side. Open your arms out to the side and let your knees go a little further. And up and over, all the way. And it really is about how far that you can handle right now. You might not go all the way, but little by little, you'll see you can go further, especially if you're breathing your way through this. And all the way to the other side. Come back to the center, rest your arms on the mat. We'll start to rock the hips. So going into a tuck and a release into an arch. And again, tucking. Just kind of coaxing your spine to move in ways that maybe it usually doesn't move so well. And down, little by little, going up higher. And down. If you can, all the way to the shoulder blades. And you'll find, hopefully, that it gets a little easier every time you roll. And this last time, let's go all the way up to the shoulder blades and hold that there. We're going to lift the heels and lower them. And lift the heels again. And lower. Rolling through the feet. Getting all the bones of the feet to start to bend. And lower. One more time. Keep your heels up. Take your arms up and back. Roll your spine down, 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 down. Till you're all the way down. Stretch your legs out long. Straighten them out, circling your feet, circling your hands, and circling them the other way. Pull that right knee in towards you. Lift your head up towards the leg. Pull that leg in close. Lay back down and reach again. Bring the other knee in. Curling up towards that leg, bring it close to your body, and lay back down and reach. Again, right side. Pull it close. We're going to stay here and stretch your leg up high. Bend your knee, lay back down, stretch yourself long. Other side, bring it in. Reaching that opposite leg long. Stretch your leg high, bend your knee, and lay back down. So we're going to stay here. Bend your elbows into a goalpost position. So just allow that to open up the shoulders. Slide your elbows into what I call bat wings. Right here, bat wings. And put your hands back down on your mat. So take the arms up and back again. Going right through your goalpost position, sliding the elbows in. Slide the elbows down into bat wings. And you'll feel all that opening up across the chest. And put your hands back down. One more time. Inhale back. Find your breath. And then exhale. Bend the elbows, goalpost, right into bat wings all the way. And put your hands down on your mat. You're going to bend your knees again and float them up one at a time into your tabletop position. You're going to flex your feet here and we'll begin to work your low core muscles. So tap your right heel and bring it up. Other side, left heel and bring it up. So as you move, I want you to think about your rib cage knitting together across the front of your body, right? Try not to let your back arch too much. Use your glutes, use your hamstrings. You can't help but use your low core here. One more time on each leg. And then we'll stay here. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Going to get a little complicated, but we're going to reach the right leg down and the left arm back. And switch it. And switch. So getting your brain involved here. A little coordination. Inhale. Now we're adding the breath to make it even more complicated. Again, inhale back, exhale up, inhale back, exhale up. Right? You guys feel that in your core, I hope. Let's do a few more. And back, one more on each leg. And back. Stay right here at the top. Give both knees a hug, pull them in close. Lift your head up towards your legs. Stretch your back body. Stretch your legs all the way up to the ceiling, open out to the side. Press into your calves and circle your feet a few times. And the other way, feel all the snapping and crackling. And bring it back together in the center. We're going to bend your knees and curl yourself right up to sitting. Straighten your legs out in front of you and stretch forward over your legs. Let your head drop. You're going to bend your knees kind of halfway up towards you. Hold the soles of your feet if you can reach there. And lift your chin and chest. Try to flatten out your back. Right? Sticking your rear end out a little bit. Straighten your legs and round over them. Do just that again. Bend your knees a little bit. Hold the soles of your feet. And lift your chin, lift your chest. Open up across the front of your body. Arching your back. Even a little. And straighten your legs and round back over the legs. Uncurl your spine, sit up nice and tall. So we're going to come around to kneeling on your hands and knees here. So hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Make sure your knees are hip width apart and your hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to extend your right leg back. Let your tiptoes touch the mat. Lift the leg from here. And just tap. So lift and tap. So now we're working the posterior chain, the back of your body, glute, hamstring. But at the same time, you're still working your core. So make sure that is still knitted together and on. We're going to take your leg up behind the other leg and up and over in a big rainbow to your side. So up and back and up and over. We're going to keep it nice and easy since we are trying to kind of slow down and wind down. So it's work, but it's not overwork. One more time. And then bring your knee down. We're going to bring that same leg forward, and the other leg reaches back. Come down to your elbows, and just rock your hips a little left, a little right, stretching out that hip. One more time, back and forth. And then coming back onto your hands and your knees. And we'll go to the other side. So extend that left leg. Make sure your hips are square. Lift the back leg and tap. Lift and tap. Make sure that your head isn't hanging, right? Pull your ears back. Pull your chin back. And lift. And lift. We're going to stay up, cross behind the other leg, up and over to the other side. And follow it with your eyes. Take a look at your leg as you move. Behind, up and over, working your hip. working your core. Think about how your arms are living in the back of your shoulders again. One more time, crossing and uncrossing. Bring your knee in, slide that knee forward, extend the other leg back, and come down to your elbows. Same stretch. Shifting your hips back, shifting your hips forth, and back and forth. And then we'll bring both knees together, sitting back in your child's pose. Extend your arms all the way out in front of you. We'll take a big breath here into your upper back. So just like we talked about before, letting your ribs expand on the front and side. Now really focus on the ribs on your back, opening up with every inhale. And then uncurl your spine. Stack yourself up. Take your hands behind you to the mat. We're going to tuck your tail, lift your hips all the way up high. If you'd like to, you can let the head go or not. Lower your hips towards your heels. And one more time, lift your hips, pressing your hips towards the ceiling. Let your head go. Maybe, maybe not. Lower your hips, come back to center. And one more time, stretching forward all the way. Uncurl your spine. Sit up nice and tall, and we will swing those legs around to the front. And we're just going to finish with the soles of your feet together. So I'll actually face you. And again, if you want, you can sit on top of that yoga block if you're feeling tight in the hip flexors. So take your hands, clothing fix, take your hands to your toes. Lift your chin and chest. Bend your elbows and pull yourself forward towards your feet. Let your head hang heavy off your neck. Uncurl your spine. You're going to slide your hands back to your kneecaps and just round your spine here. Hang your head. Turn your head a little left, a little right. Pull on your knees to lift your chin and chest. Take your hands to the toes again. Hang forward. Slide the hands back to your knees again. Scoop out your belly, round your spine. Let your shoulder blades just come apart. Turn the head a little left, a little right. Pull on your knees, lift your chin and chest, open the front of your body, and relax. So this has been Gentle Pilates. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep.